People just enjoy being angry. When something is bad, it is noticeable. When something is good, it's not noticeable. Terrible ad, terrible person, terrible taste. Don't do that again. Everyone crying about like, oh, it's taking jobs away. Everything taking jobs away. Most unsettling weird ass commercial ever. I hate it. Welcome to the first ever episode where I will be reacting to some great ads and some not so great ads. My name is Aus. I own a production company called Hyperfilm, and we specialize in creating social media ads and content. I feel like nowadays you can't go a day without hearing about AI. And so I figured it might be good to react to some AI ads, starting with this Coca-Cola ad, which didn't receive such a positive response. Let's check it out. Okay, so they're up front with it, and the corner said made with the, what did it say? Magic of AI? Something like that.
Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright? Always Coca-Cola.
I know this is relatively recent. My thing is though, it doesn't feel like the top end of what AI is capable of nowadays. It almost feels like a year old. Now I know that they sometimes start early with these stuff, so I don't know who they, no disrespect whatsoever to whoever made this. I don't know who they commissioned for this, but I do feel like they could have got a stronger output, I guess. Yeah. I don't know though. It just felt cold, disconnected. It felt like cheap, even though it wasn't. I know it. I know the budget for this. It was not cheap, but it felt it. So this is the one that it's actually based on the thing that they were trying to recreate without having to make it. Everything is just warmer, feels more real. Stuff like this is a little bit difficult to explain. The human is an expert by default at what feels real, what feels off, because we have, however long you've lived as experience. We can feel when something is slightly off, something doesn't feel right. And when you watch this, you get that warm feeling, unlike with the other one where you watch all the way through and it's, I don't know, it doesn't give you that sense of warmth. It feels generated.
That's what we bring. 'Tis the season, it's always the real.
All right, well, that was that. So yeah, that one got a pretty bad reception. Here's the thing. I am like totally not against the usage of AI. And actually, Coca-Cola have used AI before in an ad that they released not too long ago. No one cared because no one noticed. This time, everyone noticed. It's like you can see it's just AI generated pictures. No one wants to watch that, and it gives that low effort feeling. Even though it might have not been, it gives that feeling. You don't want that. Your audience feels disrespected because it feels like you're not putting the effort in for them. Cool. Moving on to what do we have here? eToro. Be the investor you want to be. Let's have a look.
Who am I? I'm the one who can be 100 different investors, all at once. With eToro, I can be Grace, a global tech investor. Or Max, a German local stock specialist. I could be Jan, a passive dividend hunter. Hey, I could be David. This David. With eToro, you can be inspired by investors world.
I don't want to be any of these weirdos, quite frankly. Okay. You don't have to hop on AI immediately just because it's there. Okay. Um, This feels like just hopping on it for the sake of it. It's weird. It looks weird, and a lot of these shots, you don't need AI for it. Some stuff you do need AI for. This stuff is like it's a lady sitting on the couch. You can film that. It's um, and this rule, by the way, applies across the board. Everyone knows in my industry that if you can make something look nice on the shooting day, do that as opposed to doing it in post. Same goes with this stuff. If you can do this in real life, do it in real life. Let's just finish off, I guess.
Worldwide. Their knowledge, their strategies, all out there for the taking. Be the investor you want to be. eToro.
I like the graphics in between, like the motion graphics where they switch from one person to the other, like just a cool editing thing that they did. But just the faces are weird. The bikes are jumbled up in the background, and there's a huge ass flower on the side. It's just, this is not human, man. Like, and these on be like this guy. I don't know what this guy is. This is a weird creature. I don't want to be like this guy. So I don't think they quite nailed it with this one. Yeah, this just feels like hopping on the trend for the sake of it. And it gives that cold feeling that people feel when they watch AI stuff, or a weird feeling. Let's have a look at the comments. I have a feeling it's not going to be great. What if the investor I want to be doesn't support embarrassing low-effort AI advertising? That's harsh. So the eToro filled with bots and AI investors, or do real people use it too? There you go. That's good feedback. It doesn't feel like a real person is using this. And you're saying, be like this guy who's an AI generated image. How about show me someone that I actually want to be like? Again, I like AI. AI is amazing, but just use it correctly and appropriately. This one went under the radar. I really had to dig for this one. But again, I heard people were not too happy with it. First frame, it's just jumbled, man. It's just a jumbled mess. What the hell's why is there two cars fusing into each other? The way the bikes are standing is odd. The tree is like thick from. Everything is weird, right? Everything is weird. That's another thing about AI. Sometimes you have to fix it, right? Don't just use the image that gets given to you immediately. Anyway, I've already said so much. We haven't even started. Let's go.
Did you ever wonder how Toys R Us and Jeffrey the Giraffe came to be? The son of a bike shop owner, Charles Lazarus, had a vision.
Both of the first two shots look pretty good to me.
That would go on to change toy stores forever.
Okay, here we're getting weird. Things are starting to become a bit uncanny, where the head proportions, the facial reactions are starting to be just slightly off. And unfortunately, as I mentioned, the human is an expert at sensing these things. They may not be able to put it into words for you, but they can certainly sense it and see it.
The greatest toy store.
What the hell was that? What is this emotion he's feeling right now? This is weird. It's like a fever dream. Okay.
The greatest toy store there is. I don't wanna grow up, 'cause maybe
I'm uncomfortable with this giraffe. She needs to get away from this boy.
I wouldn't be a Toys R Us.
Toys R Us was the dream of Charles Lazarus.
Okay, like, I don't want to be like overly, critical, right? And stuff like this is like, it's hard to gauge when you're making it or on the day. But even something as simple as, w- I I saw the what's the name, the giraffe, and it gave me the feeling of this giraffe is a bit weird, right? Why is it getting so close to the boy? Now these are just jokes that are popping up in my head, right? But due to the fact that it's AI, it now made the, you know what I'm saying, they made it go a little bit too, it went too far with how much it was bent over, right? So had this been perhaps a costume or a 3D, then you would have had maybe a little bit more control. I am highlighting small things that affect whether something is weird or uncanny or normal. It's these tiny things that are going on in people's brains that they couldn't explain to you, but this is an example of what's happening, right? Anyways, besides that, I'm not entirely sure I understand this fever dream here. Okay, so this is one of the other major issues, is that I'm so distracted with what's going on, trying to my brain is like trying to put together what's happening, that I don't know what this storyline is anymore, right? And there's like a famous quote by some guy, right? I don't know who. When something is bad, it is noticeable. When something is good, it's not noticeable. Um, had everything just been good, I would have been able to judge the storyline. Do I understand it? Is it selling? But now none of these things are relevant because I'm focused on what the hell am I looking at right now, right? So because it's distracting, because it's not particularly well done. There are bits that are, by the way, such as the beginning shots with the man and the sunshine and standing in the bike store. Some of the bikes are a bit weird. Um, the next shot with the kid with his head laying down, it's fine. It'll, you know, it's not that strange, but then it becomes off-putting after that. So what's next? Trivago.
Searching for your ideal hotel? Do you have tons of tabs open because every site has a different price for the same room? Well, Trivago does all the work for you and instantly compares prices from hundreds of booking sites. Instead of scouring the internet and overspending, Trivago makes it easy to find a great deal for your ideal hotel. Remember, go straight to Trivago, compare prices for the same hotel, and save up to $30
Okay, I guess that's the end of it, right?
a night.
Right. So that was not AI. Just the mouth was. So I'm totally okay with this. So what they did is for each language, they replaced the mouthing and voiceover. I have absolutely no problem with that. You save money. Um, Everyone crying about like, oh, it's taking jobs away. Everything takes jobs away, like all technology takes jobs away. But it also gives jobs to someone else. Anyway, who cares? That's another topic, right? Um, it's actually pretty good. Some parts feel a bit strange, right? Like you can see, you can see it's a bit weird, but one of the major issues of like talking and changing that with AI is the teeth, and the teeth look good. But the emotions are a bit off from time to time, but it's not, it's not the end of the world. I think this is well done, honestly. This is a good use of AI, right? They've used an actual person because there's absolutely no reason to not use a real person in this case. And there's absolutely no reason to use AI images or an AI person, so they didn't. But they figured it would be a good use of AI would be to change the languages, keep the same actor, and just change the mouthing. That's a good use of AI. I approve of this. How about others though? Most unsettling weird ass commercial ever. I hate it. I hate it so much. I googled what's wrong with the Trivago commercial to get here. Okay, looks like people don't agree. Oh my god, that AI, terrifying. He looks like AI. Okay, look. People at this stage, ignore these people. At this stage, people are just paranoid. Back in the day, people felt like potentially something maybe not real. They would write Photoshop, right? under everything, whether it's a video, whether it's a picture. When people felt something was not real, they would write Photoshop. That was the thing. Now they're writing AI, and sometimes things are not even AI. Um, it's my points about the other stuff still stand clearly with this, where people can feel something is off. Obviously, some of the mouth muscles are not moving correctly. People can feel that. They have an exaggerated reaction to it. They'll get over it in time, especially as the technology improves. By the way, my conclusion to all of this is, as angry as people are, they don't care that it's AI. They just care that they can detect that it's AI. That's it. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. I think this might have been shown at Super Bowl. I may be mistaken though. Anyway, let's check it out.
If AI is the Wild West, does that make data the new gold? Huh.
I like it. It's like making fun of AI's limitations, with the feet going, backwards and stuff like that. It's cool. It's funny. Of course, down in the comments, people are angry just because they detect AI. They don't know exactly what it is they need to be angry about, but they're angry that AI is there. I wonder how much they paid for this ad, because it really seems pointless. Yeah, just they don't know what they're talking about. I'll tell you one thing: Matthew McConaughey is not cheap, right? So they definitely paid a lot. You don't need to worry about that. Um, and people's understanding of AI also isn't there. This often, for instance, you can use real locations and then put AI over it and then change certain bits from the location, right? I don't know if that's what they did here. It does seem to be the case. I might be wrong. Point is this though: AI doesn't always directly translate to low effort, although it can make things easier, right? But you do need several experts to make AI look good, or it can look absolutely terrible. So this idea is I hope at some point it's going to go away, because it's not true. At this point in time, people just enjoy being angry, I think. So anytime they see AI, they will be. Anyway, speaking of being angry, let's go ahead and move on to this final one that popped up on my feed the other day. So I don't know if you can call this an ad, but certainly advertising something, right? Advertising a concept. Let's just check it out for now.
Tunnels coming to set you free, bringing the light for all to see. No more tunnels, no more fear. Trump Gaza is finally here. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza number one. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza number one.
I don't know where to start. There's a lot going on here. I feel like Donald Trump is like a cartoon character, but like in real life. And cartoon characters are funny, right? Like Cartman from South Park, he's funny. But when you put real cartoon characters in real life, it becomes less funny, right? Because they can have an actual impact in the world. That's the problem. It's so like this does feel like a South Park episode video, or like, you know what I mean? Concept. Like imagine if a president put out a video like this. Yeah, I don't know. This is very tasteless. Leaving, political ideas aside, right? This is satisfying no one. I don't know who this is advertising to. I'm pretty certain Palestinians are not happy with that. That goes without saying. Besides that, your own followers are not happy about this, because there are several aspects that they don't like about this. I think there was like several bearded ladies dancing or something like that. They're not too happy about that. This is satisfying no one. It's just like this is a sick fantasy. I don't know if he commissioned someone to make this. This feels like his dream, right? He's put his friends in here. Elon Musk is in here several times, walking in money. I don't know what he was thinking. Besides how evil this is, from an advertising perspective, I'm gonna look at billionaire Elon Musk walking around enjoying himself in this new nice place, and that makes me want to have it. I can't. That's not me. I can't relate to this guy. Just there's nothing good about this. And then at the end, Netanyahu and Trump just hanging out. Just the boys hanging out. At least they made their bodies realistic. You know what I'm saying? Monsters inside out. Anyways, bad ad, right? AI aside, bad ad. Also, weird song. Just. I don't want to give you advice on how to make like weird, on how to make weird ads better, but just commission someone to make a song. Why is the song AI? Anyway, listen, terrible ad, terrible person, terrible taste. Don't do that again. Cool. That was it for the first episode. If you enjoyed that and think that there are more ads I should react to, please let me know in the comment section, and I will do so. Don't forget to subscribe. There will be more coming. See you next time.